Hello everyone, Untitled welcome to another mod overview, this time on Pretty Pipes. A mod that simply adds pipes and modules. Modules are obviously filters, speed upgrades, and more. So, we'll start off with the pipes, which are made with iron bars, glass, and redstone dust, and gives you 4 of them. You can obviously just place them in the world like so to connect to other pipes, or place them next to a inventory and it'll have a GUI. There's a bunch of tabs that most likely will appear when you have filters or other things inside the pipe. Now if you interact with a pipe that isn't next to an inventory, you won't have access to a GUI, so it only appears when you have one nearby or connected to it also. Next we have the pipe wrench, which is made with rose red dye as well as iron ingots and a pipe. And what you can do with this is obviously sneak right click to remove the pipe, but if you have it in your hand, you'll still just access the GUI of the pipe by right clicking. Now you don't really need to do this, but if you don't want to switch to an empty hand, you can still access the pipe's GUI with anything else in your hand, well, except for some of course, like the pipe frame. But yeah, so sneak right clicking to pick them up, and you can still access others even if it's in your hand, other aspects of pipes. So we'll move on to the blank module, which is made with stone slabs, redstone dust, and a pipe. And this is used obviously as a base for the modules, so whether it be for the retrieval, stack limiter, priority, low extraction, low speed, or low filter, and the others obviously upgrade with the prior tiers. So we'll move to each one, like so, such as the extraction, which is made with 3 redstone, a piston, and a blank module, and the prior tiers upgraded with iron, and then gold and diamond. So if we just put a low extraction module in here, we'll see what happens if we put in, say, some cobblestone, and it'll do it like so, 1 block at a time, every probably 2 or 3 seconds, I guess. And you can see it being sent through the pipes, which are obviously clear. So you can see those go through like that. If we try with a redstone signal, we'll see if that actually stops things, which it does not, so that's not going to do anything on its own. If we try without the module, we'll try with a redstone signal, and it won't do anything. So you do need modules for extraction to occur. You can, however, put other aspects in here as well. I guess it's for filtering blocks that can go through, such as cobble. And it'll give a ghost version of it. We've put oak planks, we can as well. Put iron in, for example, it'll completely ignore it, or is supposed to. Seems to be that it is still. Sorry, that's probably blacklisting them then? We'll actually test that. Focusing on the iron. Yep, so it'll blacklist the cobble and planks. If we go from disallowed to allowed, it'll only do the cobble and it'll completely ignore the iron. So you can blacklist or whitelist by using the allowed or disallowed option, besides the module filtering itself. So we'll move on to the next, which if we just take this out, still got MBT data on it, and it still keeps the same filtering, so we can move those about if we want to. Go in and out for it to update. We've now got an increased amount of slots for filtering, as well as still the same features there. Put these in, you can see that it'll take a lot more of the iron out of the inventory. So if we just put that as a stack again, it's taking out 8 instead of 1 each time. You can see it visually moving 8 at a time to the corresponding location. So if we wanted to filter more, obviously, such as chests, we could do that like so. And the chests will be allowed in. So we'll just take this out, move this one out as well. We'll move to the high extraction. Okay, so you don't have to go out of the GUI, but probably just in case for it to properly load it. And you have what, 9 slots, I guess, compared to the 6 and 3 of before. And we'll see how much the extraction rate is now. I guess it's probably a stack each now instead of 8, maybe 16. Yep, so it's a stack each time. There you go. And relatively quick to pull them out. So you go from pretty much 1 to 8 to 6 in terms of each tier. So we'll move on to the filter module, which is made with redstone, a blank module and hopper, and you upgrade pretty much the same way, except obviously with iron bars and gold, or iron ingots this time. If we put a filter in, you can see you pretty much can use this as a means similar to the extraction one, but for probably the other way around, so that you can let things in rather than extracting them out. So if we just, for example, put in, say, some cobble, like so. It's not going to extract, of course. If we wanted an extraction filter for this, we'll just go with, say, the stack one here, put that in, go with cobble, and it's going to send all that stuff through, except for cobble, of course, and we'll see if it bounces back, or accepts it anyways. So that's accepting, that's disallowing cobble, so just move these through once again, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so that is disallowed. It's not going to because it's the first thing there. Nope, so it's only allowing it now. Okay. So we'll wait for that to go through, and that should obviously allow cobble. Yep. Okay, so we'll go with, say, some planks. And we'll switch to those instead. And we'll actually remove the filter here, just in case, and allow everything to go through. Put it in disallowed mode. And it's only going to send out the planks because that's the only thing that's being recognized as a priority. So it won't pull out the iron, even though we don't have a filter in the extraction module. It'll only pull things out that it can notice in the system with a filter. So if we, say, get more pipes and make a connection to this chest, for example, the iron's going to smartly export out and move its way over to here. So it's not going to try and send it to here because it already knows there's no point. It's not even going to try going down this route in general, so it'll instantly move to the next available inventory. And that's everything from there. So with the other filters, we try those. You can see we now have 9 there. If we move to the high one, we can see we have 18 filters, and we have a populate button. So this filters items from adjacent inventories, as you can see there. So it'll add other filters to this one. Interesting. So if we pull that out now, we use this. That doesn't have it, yep. So if we move this over to here if we wanted to, we could do that, and we can populate it with the iron one now. So any inventories that it has access to, because obviously the inventories that can only have modules is those next to an inventory, it'll update with any filters, update the filter with any blocks that it has access to an inventory for. So that's quite useful if you just want to put it in, populate it, take it out, move it to the next one, to some other type of inventory. If you wanted, or if you want to put it in, clear it, and you're good to go, and then populate it with another one, say wooden planks in that one, for example, compared to the iron over here, and cobble. So we'll move on to the next, which is the speed ones, which obviously increases the actual output of things to adjacent inventories. You've got sugar, redstone, and a plank module for the low tier, sugar and iron ingots for the medium, gold and sugar for the high tier. So we'll just put in the slow one here. I'm pretty sure we're still in the extraction module, but we'll see. Just go with, I guess, dirt for this one. We do that, nothing's outputting. Put this there. You can see how fast of a difference there is now. That'll send it to there because there's nothing stopping it. And we'll put in, say, some lapis blocks. See again how quick it is. And then we'll swap it out for the high one, so we go with some gold blocks for this. And then we'll swap it out for the high one, and say send some blocks over. So, quite varying differences of speed, of course, that are quite welcomed over the other.